So I think for me and Dory, the reason why we signed up for the class was mostly curiosity to begin with. It was, okay, what can we learn from this? Is there anything we can learn from it? And then, just we have a good marriage. We have a great marriage, but we were curious because there were times it felt like we were just, I don't say going through the motions, but just kind of coasting. Get into a routine of doing things, and it's easy. Not really get pushed out of our comfort zone, and maybe not having some of the tough discussions that are needed sometimes. So I think that was for us why we decided to sign up for it.
I also wanted to take the class because I just wanted some assistance in bringing up subjects that normally cannot be brought up in a household. At least being able to bring it up in a group environment kind of makes everything a little bit easier to mull over.
We got addicted. No, I mean it was, yeah, we were curious, but once we got in, it was, oh man, this is fantastic. This is great. The environment, the atmosphere was good. We were learning stuff that we probably didn't think about most of the time, and so that curiosity quickly turned into we definitely. This is a good decision. This is something we needed to do.
It turned into some excitement also.
Yeah.
And wanting to go back and get more. So it was, like you said, addicting, I guess.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
there wasn't a Sunday that we didn't want to go. So
right.
Yeah.
I think it was easier to go when there were problems at home.
Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because you could actually bring it up in that group environment, let everybody hear the scenario, and then I guess let each person kind of chime in with what they feel. I guess not the good and the bad. It's not like anybody were kind of holding your feet to the fire, but at least you had that opportunity to bring it up, and nobody else was going to kind of like downplay it or make it seem like it was bad. I mean, you'd end up leaving laughing about something that would have been an argument to begin with.
Yeah. I know that we did go to the classes a couple of times where we were arguing, and to know that Tyra and Les they kind of read you like a book, and they will start praying for you, and it's like that release just goes, I'm gonna cry, but that release just goes away, and you leave feeling better.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. But it was good to also get what somebody else might have gone through that also. I mean, we could have gone and having a disagreement, and someone said, "Oh, we had that same disagreement, or we went through that same trial. This is what we did." Mm-hmm. Just hearing how other people did it different, we can apply that to our marriage. We can come and try that and see if that helps. So it was nice to hear what everybody else was experiencing. So yeah, I mean, it was a whole lot easier to go when you were experiencing the troubles.
Couldn't wait to get there.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, because I know Tyra and Les are going to give us something good for
some
this.
Good advice, some really good biblical advice. And sometimes it wasn't what we wanted to hear. Sometimes the truth hurts. But it was good hearing it from them because they gave it in such a positive way. In a way that just, I mean, you could receive it even if you're upset or not. You could receive it.
And I think maybe one of the first nights when we were doing homework, I don't know about y'all, but I know we put it off till the last minute because we thought it was going to cause an argument. We thought that it was going to be, oh gosh, I don't do that. She's going to get mad at me, or can you do this better?
This is a trick question.
It says you need to be doing this.
It's a trick question.
But when we finally did the homework, we were like, okay, that wasn't so bad. And we're not in not a bad place. We weren't in a bad place anyway, but we were like, okay, that was easier. And so after the first class and the first homework, then we really did look forward to going because we didn't want to, we put off the homework because we didn't want to have an argument. We didn't even look at it, but it wasn't like that at all. So we learned, okay, we just got to keep going with this. So it was good.
I think some of the homework
I think the biggest thing is that yes, we are totally different people. The male, the female version. But with their class, it opened a lot of discussion. The way it was put out there to us, and she brought up some things that I didn't know that helped me as far as how she feels about some things. And I mean, you just sometimes you get in a rut in your personal life that you don't think about the other things, and they just open it up for you, and it just led to more understanding.
One of the things I did learn through this class was, and he knows because we've already talked about it, was that he had some unresolved feelings, or just say feelings about us not having a child together, where we had discussed numerous times and we had agreed and went back and forth. I found out it wasn't until we had a granddaughter that he really thought about that, and I didn't know. So that class gave us, it came out in our homework. We had a homework assignment, and that's how I learned, and I would have never known. So I think that was very beneficial for us because.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't have ever brought it up.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Otherwise, probably. I mean, because we had numerous conversations about it. And I was pretty certain that we were almost done. Our kids were almost graduated, and but it was something that I wouldn't have brought up otherwise. And so we learned how to communicate about some of those things that aren't easy to communicate about, and we learned that it was okay to have those struggles or have those disagreements because everybody else in the room is having the same, not necessarily the same, but having similar, disagreements or discussions in their marriage as well. So it was pretty eye-opening to see. A lot of times you think, well, we're the only ones that are going through it, or we're the only ones that have to deal with it, and in the back of your mind, you kind of know other people deal with it, but hearing other people talk about it and open up about it, just kind of helped us get a lot out of that opening up and discussing where we wouldn't have otherwise. I think most people feel that way. I think most people are hesitant to open up or communicate because they feel like they're the only people that go through those things, and they're the only people that have to deal with those. So I think once, even if you're not a person that really is very open about sharing, your personal life or your marriage, once you get into that class and you start seeing other people open up about it, not everybody in that class is going to be as open as others, and there's going to be some that are much more open. But once you start seeing those people open up and communicating their relationship and their marriage and the things that they're going through, I think that will help some of those people that struggle to open up a little bit.
Yeah, I'd let them know if I can open up, they can.
That's true.
It starts so that first day that you go, that first night, that first class, that when they explain their relationship, that kind of eases, if they're willing to open up about theirs, and it kind of eases the tension as far as wanting to open up. So yeah. I normally don't talk a lot about my. I'd rather joke around about it more, but I open up some, I think. So
You did.
It's a good class. Though.
Take it.
Take it.
Do it.
Take it.
Do it.
For sure.
And it doesn't matter if you've been married 2 months or 10 years.
Or
Take
10
it.
different times.
Or 10 different times. Take it.
Take
Because
it.
you're going to get something out of it. It doesn't matter if your marriage is on the rocks, about to be on the verge of divorce, or your marriage is great. Take it, because you're going to get something out of it. I promise you, you're going to get something out of it. And it will benefit your marriage.